This is a whiteboard. Really? You're gonna go with us for help?
Anyway, first tip. If you live on campus or near it, find your class ahead of time, or you'll be lost. Like certain people who we won't point out.
Yeah, trust me. If your class meets in two different rooms, make sure you get those dates right, because you don't want to sit through an entire sociology class being yelled at by an angry Chinese man.
Or you don't want to be like other people who have a class in the stadium and go to the wrong side and have to take the back road on the highway and be 5 minutes late to your first ever class at 8 a.m. So the key, don't get lost.
Yeah.
2, when you go find your class, time how long it takes to walk there so you know when to leave.
Yeah. Also, leave ahead, like, I don't know, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on how far the class is. That way you get there early in case, the teacher's like, yeah, we're meeting in a different class or something. You want to be prepared.
And that way, if class is canceled, extra time to sleep. And
But you gotta wait 20 minutes though. Like,
yeah,
I just want to clarify that. If teacher doesn't show up after 20 minutes,
actually,
you can
that's
leave.
not a rule. That's not useful.
So,
No, because we almost left, and then our teacher came in and was like, "No, do you notice I'm in the written bylaws of the school, like every other place?"
nice.
So ignore that.
So, apparently, we're supposed to tell you to make sure to go to class. Yeah.
It becomes a habit if you skip, and then you fail.
You don't want to miss the review day.
If anything, just show up for review day. If you really just don't want to go.
Maybe, like, some people, when they take naps and they listen to something, it seeps in deeper. Don't do that, though, because that's probably not you.
Or, if you do that, record it on your phone. Play it back later. Okay, I have a message.
Okay.
Don't text in class, people. You can. But sometimes they
Not a
get
good
annoyed
idea.
with you. Sometimes they call you out.
So,
What's next? We skipped the .com.
use Rate My Professor. You're gonna need.
Yeah.
When you're scheduling, you're gonna need.
Unless you're scheduling for time, like most people. In which case, when you do that, still check to make sure that you don't want to change. And don't pick a class just because it says the teacher's hot. That's not going to help you. Ever. What? It doesn't.
Did you do that?
No, it didn't. None of my teachers were listed as hot in general, so. Seriously. Most of my teachers are girls. I only have like the one male. No, 2 male. Stop. Next.
Uh,
I have another message.
Unlike us, you'd probably like to manage your time.
We obviously don't. Please do. Don't be us.
I'm really bad at this, so I can't give you any tips on how to actually do this. So,
I'm actually somewhat good at this, most of the time. If you have a timed project, do it when it's assigned, not the day before. Oopsies.
Also on that note, if you have an English paper due tomorrow and you have access to Netflix, do the paper first. Jim Gaffigan's stand-ups can wait.
They'll still be there when you finish your paper. Netflix isn't going anywhere.
Not for a long, long time.
And if it does, our apologies.
Disney's thinking about buying Netflix.
I'm not going to curse in this video. You can imagine what's running through my mind now.
Hear ye, hear ye. You might want to talk to your professor.
They're not going to bite you. Seriously, If you don't want to talk to them in person, emails. They will answer eventually.
You know, some of them might even give you their phone number so you could, like, text them or something. Do your homework.
Just do it. Save yourself the pain. It takes an hour sometimes. Like math. Go to the math lab and time yourself in the math lab.
Oh, which leads us to our next thing. Be as cheap as possible. Don't spend any money. Just no.
Don't spend about $250 on Starbucks. You don't need to go 3 times a day. I'm saying this more for my benefit than yours, but just, you don't need it.
Unlike us, you're not going to want to procrastinate.
Don't do it.
I don't know if we said that in there.
We did, but just to reiterate, don't do it. Because then you'll
Or
be
we
up
could
late.
just edit one of them out, you know.
No, it's important. It should be in there twice.
Okay.
Finally, since most of you will be moving into dorms, don't bring everything with you. You're gonna have to pack it to bring it back. You're not moving here. This is not your permanent residence. 9 times out of 10, you'll completely hate your roommate and switch. And you'll have to pack everything for Christmas break. But if you don't, you still have to pack it for spring. And that's a pain in the butt. Remember how much trouble it was to bring it?
Yeah.
No, you have to do that again.
So I'd suggest bring as little as possible.
And then add things as you go.
Highly recommend. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
It's a cool pillow that I don't have.
I'd also highly recommend a memory foam pillow, cause comfort cannot be purchased.
Definitely can.
Well, it can, but you know, there ain't enough money in the world to purchase my comfort. Like you, baby.
I don't want to feel it. Get it away from me. Stop it. Stop. Stop. It's so comfy. So that's it. Ta-da. Try and survive. Don't die.
With special thanks to John, the guy that didn't show up.
See the empty space between us?
There's a chair right here.
A person should be here, but he's not.
Well, it's not a chair, it's a stool, but you get the point.
He's just not here.
He wrote a paper instead. Really, bro? Really? Really, bro?
Failure. Read your text messages.
Don't look at us. We all know what we're doing.
It's a miracle we survived.
Say bye to the camera.